Some questions.
I thought we played a really, really clean match. I think we were low error tonight. And Jacksonville State's a really solid low error ball control team too, and so it was really nice to have that on our end, and we had some really big performances and um, tight score opportunities, right? So when it's 2020, we would have certain players step up, and so we did some really good things, and really proud of the way we kept our composure.
Yeah, you guys did a good job of minimizing the effects of Williams on the outside. Can you talk a little bit about like your scouting report for that?
Yeah, she's a great player. She's a Texan, and she's improved a lot since she got there, and she does. We compared her to a couple of ours, in our scouting report, and got a great arm and does some things. We put a lot of serve pressure on her, which I think put her in kind of a tough mental state a little bit, which was helpful. And then our blockers, I think, did a good job of just taking the low seam away from her, forcing her to either go off her block or go around it. That was the goal. It seemed to work pretty well. So we stuck with it, and yeah, proud of how we handled that.
Yeah, Alex did a really good job of running the offense, and it seems like she's connecting well with some of your hitters now and finding out who's hot and how to distribute it. And you have a couple girls who have really shown through the last couple days. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I think Alex did. I mean, this was the best match she's played this season for sure. I think she has the ability to be a phenomenal setter. I don't think she's been told that enough in her past, and so trying to really bring that out of her, and you could see it tonight. She rarely made mistakes, and when she did, she basically went back to the same type of play and said, "I'm just going to do it better," and that was really cool. Like she would, make kind of a bad set to one of our hitters, and then just go right back to them. And I thought that was a really confident and way of handling a match, especially a close match like this one.
Hadley, you were the digs leader tonight. Can you talk a little bit about the defense?
Yeah. Um, I think we did, well, I think that we did really good blocking and setting up the blocks. I told Alex she did really good closing the line, what we were working on, and same with the middles. They were always there and closing to the block, so that really helped the defense. And I felt like a lot of my digs were a lot off the block, so that really helped. And yeah, Kayla did really good with passing too, same with Mahaney.
And then you're kind of a utility player on the team. You got to play a little on the right side last night and did pretty well. Can you talk about that role and just how you deal with that?
Yeah, I thought that I felt that I was ready to go anywhere that Steve put me in, whether it was Riley going front row, same with Riley R going back row, me going front row. Um, I thought that everyone was really ready to go in, and I was listening to Steve where he was saying go line, like tip, or whatever he was saying. I felt like we were all listening pretty good.
Coach, talk about the 12-0 scoring run to end the first set. I mean, I know a big talking point with Kendall at the beginning of the season was improving her serve, and for her to go and serve all those 12 points and getting some aces, just talk about how big that was for her and the team.
Yeah, that was really cool. I mean, Kendall's a phenomenal player, and anyone that's watched us knows that. And if you haven't had a chance to see her in person and you're just watching on TV, you should come watch her in person. But we kind of freed her up a little bit this year. Last 3 years, I've been trying to tame her a little bit. She's one of those players that's ultra competitive, and which makes her great, but it also can create some error situations at times, and that's been a thing with her serving, where she either goes for it and misses, or she plays it too safe. And so this year I just kind of freed her up a little, but also challenged her and just said, look, that's a skill that you have to be the best on our team at before conference starts, and that's a high aspiration because we have some great servers. I mean, Leah's a great server, Alex is a great server, Kayla's a great server, Mahaney's a great server. So it's a tough challenge, but like all Kendall Payne things, she is finding a way to rise up, and so it was cool. It's cool to see it happen in our gym too.
Yeah. Mentioned it, Hallie obviously played back row tonight, tried that kind of a new lineup tonight, and ended up getting the sweep as well. So talk about how you see this team moving forward and trying out different positions and rotations.
Yeah, we have a lot of options, obviously. We have a really experienced team, and then our younger, newer, inexperienced players can do a lot for us. And so we're still trying to figure that out. I don't know what our best lineup is, and that's a good thing. We have a lot of good choices. And so, this match was so close, we kind of had to stick with what was working. And luckily, it stayed all 3 sets, but we had options and we're ready to make some subs if needed. Hadley is really, really coachable, and she touched on that of, she's listening and, looking to do the best she can for the team. And, we've had players like her come through here, and, I don't think she came here thinking she'd be defending right away. I don't think she thought she'd be hitting right away. But she's very capable, and she's done a great job wherever we've asked her to play. And so she's, an example of what we're looking for. And just, listen to the staff, do the best you can, and enjoy the experience. And I think she does that really, really well.
Couple home games this weekend. You guys go tomorrow. I'm sure girls are starting to get a little tired and that sort of thing. Like, what's your message to the team tomorrow and walk through and some of the things you're focusing on?
Yeah, Texas Southern's great. I mean, it's a really good team. I know their coach, Alexis, pretty well. Actually, long time ago, recruited her when I was an assistant coach, try to get her. She was trying to get as far away from us as possible. I don't know, but she was a really talented player and a really good coach. And every last couple of years that team's improved a ton. And so they pushed North Florida pretty hard earlier today. And so definitely hoping that we can keep ourselves, low air like we were tonight. That will help for sure, but that's a tough team for us. Luckily, being at home, they get to sleep in their own bed, eat the food that they want to eat, and time schedule's pretty good for us. I mean, it's not that late now, and, we play at 2 o'clock, so we should be all right. If not, we've got a really deep team, and so we'll use everybody we got.
The sweep tonight helps, that's for sure.
Definitely, yeah. Winning in 3 is nice, but we did talk with the team after, and I think they all understand that like each point tonight was really difficult mentally, so they're actually more tired, even though it was a shorter match, than they would be after like a really long one.
Yeah, it felt very high intensity, like being close to the court. Like there was a lot of back and forth, a lot of lead changes, and you could feel like a lot of the emotion from both sides.
For sure.
Hadley, as a freshman, how do you see yourself continuing to handle situations like that where it might be mentally challenging?
Well, every time we go back into the middle of the circle, I feel like the older girls really help, like with any kind of error or anything that happens, they just have us all calm down, like it's no one's fault, like we can just reset, and I think that really helps for the team chemistry and how we play on the court.
Just finishing out this weekend at home, just, that's the mindset going into tomorrow?
I would say just how we did it today, just always mentally there, no matter if we're winning or losing, because tonight it felt like we were always there, no matter if we were winning, losing, like behind, we were always like one away from them. I feel like the chemistry, Alex was doing really good with the girls hitting, Kayla was doing really good with getting the ball there, so just keeping up the consistent, and yeah.
Coach, tomorrow's your last home game for about a month. Just how are you gonna really make sure you set that in before, because by the time you get back, it's conference play.
Yeah, so this is our last home match before we get two more road tournaments, and then we start conference. And so we're just kind of building each match, and I think there's definitely some areas that we still need to work on. We need to start messing with the lineup a little bit and giving some people opportunities. Everyone's working hard in practice, and effort level is high, which is great, but we got some things we still need to figure out. The benefit, we have a great crowd here. Deep End is awesome, and the community sport's great. Tomorrow, being a Saturday, we're hoping we get some of the younger fans, some of the kids that came to camp and things like that. And we're doing autographs afterwards, so hopefully that kind of gives us like a little boost. It's always nice when you have the really young fans, the 10, 11, 12-year-olds in the crowd cheering us on. So looking forward to that, and then resting, because rest is a good thing.
Thank you guys.
Great. Thank you guys. Good job, Hadley. Crushed it.